Our faculty for physical transformation is Akshita Malya. She is a secretary of Chinmaya Mission Mumbai, Czech. Akshita Malya, UAV 7th batch. BSc in clinical dietetics and nutrition. Has done her internship at Kokila Ben Ambani Hospital. She's worked with BLCC as a dietitian and then headed the diet department at Andheri West BLCC. Akshita is currently pursuing MBA. Her accomplishments are delivering 18 kg weight loss in 4 months to a proteinuria patient with cholesterol count 400 mg per dl. After 4 months, 18 kg weight loss with negative proteinuria and cholesterol count 170 mg per dl. These were the wow-taking results seen in her client. Now, I will over to
Hari Om everyone.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.
Everyone had breakfast?
Yes.
I transform.
India transforms.
I transform.
India transforms.
I transform.
India transforms.
You transform.
India transforms.
We transform.
India transforms.
Okay. So, Om Shri Chinmaya Sadguru Namaha. With the blessings of Puja Gurudev, Swamiji, all the acharyas present, I would like to start today's session, and I'm going to take the physical transformation, physical level basically. Okay. So for this session, we will divide ourselves into 2 groups for this session only. Okay. So we have team Chinmaya here, and we have team Tejomaya here. Can we hear a round of applause for each of you? Team Chinmaya, all ready?
Yes.
Team Tejomaya, set?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we have team Chinmaya and team Tejomaya. Now we will see who can chant Om in one breath for the maximum time. All ready? Hear yourself? Huh? We'll test our lung capacities now. Aado, niche aado. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Now let us have some volunteers from each of the group. One volunteer from team Chinmaya and one from Tejomaya. Tejomaya, chalo, Anand bhaiya. Come. Please introduce yourself.
Namaste, Vande Mataram. Anand from Chinmaya Yuva Kendra.
Vande Mataram, this is Jnanesh.
Okay. Jnanesh and Anand, ready? Set. 1, 2, 3, go. Wait. You start first. Okay. Can we start? 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, Ganesh, well done. And team Tejomaya, yes indeed. Well done. Okay, winners for this activity. Thank you, Anand bhai. Next. Okay, bend down and touch your toes without bending your knees. चलो सभी लोग खड़े हो जाओ, ट्राई करेंगे एक साथ. वेट कर रहे हैं, वॉलंटियर्स आएंगे. नहीं सबको करना है. गुड मॉर्निंग हो गया. चलो अनिल भाई आप दोनों टीम में. चलिए कैन वी स्टार्ट. चलो टच हो. अपना टो टच करना है. नीज बेंड नहीं करना है. सारी इज एन एडवांटेज नो, है ना. हाँ अरे मैंने ओके नहीं बोला. टच करो. ट्राई तो करो. अरे सुपर. फर्स्ट टाइम तो सुपर है. टच. हाँ कौन टो को ऊपर कर. टो को ऊपर नहीं करना है, टो को नीचे रखना है. हाँ हो गया. देन अरे क्या करा दिया सुबह है ना. चलो वेरी गुड. सिट डाउन. सुपर. टीम चिन्मय, टीम तेजोमया, गिव योरसेल्फ a round of applause. Super. Next. Okay. So we have to stand in the Vrikshasana pose. Can we have Vatsal to demonstrate, please? Come. Super. Okay, now let some of us try. Come, Shushmita. Come. You also come.
Can try from there also.
Yeah, you can try from there as well. Everyone, Vrikshasana pose. Everyone, let's try. Superb. Team Chinmaya, Team Tejomaya, give yourself a round of applause. Superb. Thank you, Vatsal. Next. Push-ups. Chalo, aajao. Come, Tejas, right? Tapan, sorry. Okay, Tapan, Anand Bhaiya. Anand Bhaiya, you want to try? Come. Let us have some volunteers. Karthik. Bharat, come. Entry. Oh, Amma. This is the push-ups. So we like that. Come, Sriram, Deepak, come.
Aditya,
come. On public demand. Chalo, let's start. Oh my God. Come, please. Okay. Ready, boys? Team Chinmaya, Team Tejomaya, कौन जीतेगा? So they feel Team Chinmaya will win. Team Tejomaya, what is this? Chinmaya will win or Tejomaya will win?
वो इधर था तो जीत जीता तो उधर.
No, अभी से ही this is not done. चलो, let's. Tejomaya, Chinmaya, let's hear it for your groups. Okay, get ready. 1. Push-ups. सोचना है क्या फिर से? नहीं, सबको करना है. चलो ready हो जाओ pose में. Stands में, okay. Set. अब जरा ऐसे ही रुक जाओ. हाँ, तो हम क्या बात कर रहे? We were talking about physical transformation. Okay, can we start? 1, 2, 3, go. 1, 2, 3. अनिल भैया शख्स
बस बस
क्या बात है कार्तिक has given up yet अनिल भैया has given up yet आनंद भाई going good क्या बात है well done thank you so much so a healthy start to our session great okay can we have the questionnaire please okay now we will be receiving this questionnaire and we want you to mark yourself okay we have stated some questions so mark yourself accordingly
Hariom, when you go to schools, colleges, you need to get this done. That's the reason why we have introduced all this. Children and the youth, etc. You involve them in the same way.
okay so it's called a positive health test and it reads do you know how healthy you are take the positive health test to find out for each of the 25 questions given below answer yes or no then count how many questions you have answered yes to and give yourself a score out of 25 for example if you've answered yes 16 times so it will be 16 on 25 no copying
BMI value added. So how can I say whether it's normal? 8 upon 9.
you don't know so you answer no no
It can be the normal thing.
you are not sure fine if you know write it down yes में डालो नहीं पता है कोशिश ही नहीं है पता ही नहीं दिया है no लिख दो no problem
पीछे है ना एक और शीट
There is something written behind also. If you go through it, you will know about BMI.
बोर्ड एग्जाम से भी डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है ना नहीं सुपर Questions are difficult? Yes. Or answering them is difficult. Are we done? First page. सिर्फ yes या no लिखना है. No explanations, please. Okay. Done? Individually answer करना है. Okay. Anyone who's got 25 on 25? Super. Sorry? Anyone who's got around 20? 19? 18 to 20? 15 to 18? 10 to 15? 5 to 10? अरे it's okay. कुछ लोगों ने हाथ ही नहीं उठाया. 0 to 5. Okay. So well done. So we know where we stand. We know our score for this positive health test. Can we go ahead, please? An amazing video by Toyota. Please have a look.
Got funny ways, he got big time lovelies. Honestly, he's got to come back down from the funny dreams behind.
अरे कोई है धक्का मार दो यार.
अगर क्वालिटी यूज्ड कार लिया होता तो जिंदगी रुक नहीं जाती. Come to Toyota You Trust. Choose from a wide range of Toyota certified used cars that have gone through stringent 203-point quality checks. Toyota's value-added services. क्योंकि non-stop जिंदगी में full stops नहीं होते.
Non-stop जिंदगी में full stops नहीं होते. You know this you get to see during camps, especially when you have treks. Best of friends also ना suddenly you see एक बंदा आगे चल रहा है दूसरा बंदा पीछे. Because he knows if he walks together, थोड़े टाइम बाद ऊपर जाने के बाद he'll have to push. Come up, push. The other person has to push. Okay. Or else they'll go to Swamiji and say, Swamiji, I can't come for the trek tomorrow. You know, especially when you have the trek the next day after dinner. Lots of people outside Swamiji's room. Why? What happened? Swamiji, I'm not well actually. I have backache. Chick camps, youth camp. Okay. So, if you want to have a happy journey, a good life, there shouldn't be full stop. Now similarly, just like you have your car, your body is also like a vehicle. Now it depends on us, how we treat it. Now we treat it as a moped, we look at it as an ambassador car, or we treat it like a Volkswagen Passat or like a Rolls Royce. It's completely on us. The care that we take, the servicing that we do, the fuel that we give to it is completely in our hands. And based on that, the vehicle will run. Okay? Imagine yourself, okay, you plan after this hectic March ending, you plan a day with your family on a Sunday. You say we'll go on a long drive with the kids and we go to see the sunset in Lonavala. Okay? And let's say you have this car, dusty, dirty, you sit inside, you know you had pizza last time. Okay? And you drive, आधे रास्ते चले गए, breaks down, what puncture, or gear is not working. Then look for a mechanic. Gone for a toss? Will you enjoy a journey like that? No. Days wasted. Or let's say you have this well-kept car, okay, totally fresh, okay, good to sit inside. You service it every time and again, you know, whenever required. You fuel it well, the fuel tank is full, it will run well to Lonavala, you can enjoy the sunset and come back and you have a wonderful day, wonderful time with your family. Similarly, our body is like a vehicle, okay? Now what we give it, how we treat is totally dependent on us and it's going to serve us similarly. If we feel that we are stressed early in the morning, we wake up and yet tired, we are not fresh even if it's in the morning, means somewhere we are not servicing it well or somewhere we have not given it the adequate amount of fuel. Okay? Now, let's move forward. Why physical transformation? Very important question. Tomorrow we will go as trainers. Why physical transformation? If you see, even in schools and colleges, along with PT, etc., they have started something as yoga sessions, or let's say aerobic session, or diet therapy, counseling sessions, etc. Because until and unless I am fully fit, I cannot work efficiently. Okay, my work is not productive enough. I cannot have that single pointed focus. Okay, so why physical transformation? Imagine living in a dilapidated building. Okay, crumbling down. Okay, next. Imagine moving in a car with worn out parts and no engine oil, just like the journey that we described to Lonavala. Now imagine the other side of the story. Imagine living in a building fully fit, and imagine going around in a car which is fully maintained and serviced well. So that's how we're going to even take care of our body. Body is a foundation for our living. This is a gift that we have got. It is an equipment that we have got to fulfill the purpose of our life. Okay, just like Mukulbai said, standard of living has to improve, but more than that, standard of life has to improve. Okay, now, okay, we'll see a small case study of Mr. X. So Mr. X is 30 years old, feels low past a few weeks, no specific trigger like relationship issues or financial problems. Move ahead. Recently cleared and selected to work as a police officer. He's physically fit but mentally weak. Mentally he feels drained off, stressed out all the time. So what he does is regular exercise. So there is the release of feel-good molecules from the brain. Now these feel-good molecules are basically nothing but you have your hormones called as serotonin. So whenever you see, now you've gone for a camp, you're all excited. Even if you are awake from 5 in the morning to 10:30, after 10:30 also I say, chalo let's have a bhajan satsang. Everyone will be ready? Why not? Why not? Everyone is ready. Okay. So but let's say after working on your PC for a few hours, or let's say after you come back from work, if someone tells you, chalo thoda sa discussion karte hain, ya fir let's watch a movie, you'll be like, not today, Sunday. That is reserved for Sunday. You're tired. Okay. Now what happens is, in the case one where you see in the camp, you're active all the time. Okay. What happens is, because of the brain being active, serotonin is given out. Now serotonin is your feel-good molecules. You don't feel tired. You're ready. You're enthusiastic. Okay. You're cheerful all the time. Okay. So there is a sudden cessation of exercise. The feel-good molecules are not released, and thus he feels miserable. So what we want to say here is, when you do any kind of physical activity, now you don't really have to hit the gym. Let's say it's even 15 or 20 minutes of walk in the morning, that's going to give out serotonin, and that's your feel-good molecules. You feel charged up throughout the day. Most importantly, you have a good mood. You are bright and shiny throughout the day to do any work. Okay. So exercise for a healthy heart and a happy brain. Okay. Exercise has to be done, physical activity, when done in the presence of certain environmental conditions, are most beneficial. Now this is a study which has been seen that SAD, that's seasonal affective disorder, usually seen in winters, okay, is such that because of the sunlight being low, people feel sad and depressed. In Mumbai it's seen during monsoons. Okay, Midday has apparently quoted that in monsoon there is a high rate of depression cases, etc. So this is basically because of the lack of exposure to sunlight. So seen in temperate climate, the chief reason is decreased sunlight and decreased physical activity results in feeling of hopelessness and lack of interest. So the therapy to this is exposure to light. Even certain depression patients are given something called as the light therapy, so that what happens is basically your eyes, when it perceives the light, you have the retinophthalmic nerves. No need to remember the names as such. You have the retinophthalmic nerve. Now they see the light, and near the retinophthalmic nerve itself is your pineal glands. Now the pineal glands are the ones which secretes your feel-good hormones. Your, what was the name? Serotonin, exactly. So when I have bright light, okay, my feel-good molecules are given out. Okay, when I have dull light, the pineal glands doesn't give up serotonin, melatonin is given out. Thus you feel low. Sometimes in the evening you'll see during sunset, you'll say, I feel low. What is the reason? Something happened? No, nothing happened. I don't know, but I just feel low during this time, from 5 to 7. This is the major reason. So, activity and physical activity in the presence of sunlight is very important. One is because it's going to give us the feel-good molecules, serotonin. Second is that it's going to give us vitamin D. Now, vitamin D very important for not just calcium, magnesium, iron absorption, but also to reduce the fat mass in the body. Okay, we'll be coming to that. Now, vitamin D levels, especially in Mumbaikars and people in Maharashtra, is very low. It's like 10 out of 1 person will have the right amount of vitamin D. Why is that so? One is because of the geographical placing. Second, almost all our skin products, if you see nowadays, are sunscreen. You have sunscreen, you have sun resistance into it, you have UV protection like they mention it. So you have, SPF, so you have SPF 15, almost in everything. Now this helps you against tanning, etc. Okay, almost present in a lot of skin products nowadays. But the disadvantage is that you won't be taking in vitamin D because of that layer that you have on your body. So early morning sun exposure, very important to absorb vitamin D, because until and unless you have enough amount of vitamin D, how much ever calcium tablets you take or magnesium tablets you take, it's not going to help you, because vitamin D is required for your calcium metabolism. So good levels of vitamin D will not just keep me fit, but it will also help me to reduce my excessive fat accumulation in the body. Okay. So salutations to Suriya. Next. So that's the reason why we encourage people to practice Surya Namaskar, okay, because it is physical activity in the presence of sunlight done early in the morning, and it is our salutation to Lord Surya. Now, what is health? According to WHO, health is a positive state of physical, mental and social well-being, and not merely the absence of any disease or infirmity. Usually we say, when am I healthy? When I don't have any illness or any disease. But it's not just about not having a disease or illness, but it's about being not just physically fit as well, but mentally fit, mentally stable, emotionally strong, and at the same time being socially fit as well, being social. Okay? Next. According to Ayurveda, now this is my favorite definition where it comes to health, because it incorporates almost everything, and it incorporates the major important thing which governs your entire body basically. Okay. One is in perfect health when the functionalities of the body, the processes of digestion, assimilation, metabolism, the entire physical body with all its tissues, components and processes, and all the excretory functions are in perfect order with a pleasantly disposed mind, senses and spirit. So it actually incorporates the BMI, okay, and at the same time specifies these three words: digestion, assimilation and metabolism. Okay. Digestion we all know, ingestion of food basically, okay, and excretion of it. Assimilation is whatever food we have taken, it gets divided, broken down and absorbed. That is assimilation. Very important out of these three words is metabolism. Okay, your body weight, your body structure, okay, the way you relate to diseases, the way you relate to various activities, everything depends on your metabolism. Okay, WHO didn't incorporate this word, but Ayurveda has. And what is the meaning of this word called metabolism? Can someone explain? Okay, someone can decide.
The energy is released from the absorbed nutrients.
This burning of the calories, right? Okay. So to put it down simply, metabolic rate is nothing but the rate at which the food is metabolized or used up. Okay? Now, if the metabolism is good, the food is completely metabolized, utilized well, and the calories are used for the various activities that we are going to perform. Let's say the metabolism is low. When we say she has a low metabolism, means that the food is not utilized well, because of which a large amount of the calories are stored as fat. Okay, let's say in the entire day you had 2000 kilocalories. Simple, just a number. Okay. Now whatever work we do, let's say we go trekking, we walk, we're doing some, let's say we use 500 kilocalories. Let's say 300 kilocalories out of the 2000 more is used for your bodily purposes like digestion, heartbeat, breathing, etc. So 500 plus 300, 800. Okay? Out of the 2000 minus 800, whatever is left is stored as fat. So when I have a good metabolism, my whatever food that I've taken is metabolized well, is utilized well, is not just broken down but utilized also well. Okay. How do you know whether you are in good physical well-being or not? Well, it depends on your bank balance. Now, it's a very important word, bank balance. So, just like it's March end now. So, funds, we know where we have kept, withdraw, kahan se karna hai, kitna bacha hai, everything. We calculate. Every month and rather we sit and we calculate. Have we ever taken to note how much am I eating the entire day? How much am I spending? What is my health bank balance? Because based on this, your longevity of life depends. Okay? So if you actually have the good bank balance, to enjoy it as well, you should be healthy, right? So this bank balance is really important. So the health bank, what are your health deposits? So under the physical accounts, you have two accounts. Okay, for your bank balance, you have the physical account and you have the emotional, social and spiritual account. Now under the physical account, your deposits will be fitness, cleanliness and nutrition. So giving yourself the right amount of nutrition, engaging into physical activity, etc. and practicing cleanliness will be your health deposits. Emotional, social and spiritual account, our positive attitude, high self-esteem and reading inspirational books, etc. are some of the ways via which we can deposit some amount into our social and emotional account. Okay? Now, we'll see the withdrawals as well. Withdrawals for the physical account are bad habits. Now, bad habits, can you name a few?
Smoking.
Okay, smoking, drinking, junk food. Okay, no exercise. Sorry? Sleeping late. Very good. Something else? Not having enough of water. Okay. Not using the washroom just because you're shy. A lot of people do that, trust me. So stress. Yes. Okay. Stress, etc. That's not something that you do, right? We don't do it ourselves. So bad habits, yes, we can list these. Poor hygiene, illness. Okay, not visiting the doctor when you are ill or you have the medicine, it will be fine. We'll see kya hota hai. No time to visit the doctor. So, contract illness. Emotional, social and spiritual account, mood swings, stress, low self-esteem, wrong values. These will be our withdrawals for this particular account. So what's our bank balance for this week? So we have to give +1 for deposits and -1 for the withdrawal. We know what's the deposit and withdrawal right now, right? Okay, Hari Om. Hari Om. Okay, fine. So did you exercise daily this week? Yes. Give yourself +1 if you have. If not, -1. Did you feel low about yourself? Mark yourself accordingly, please. Did you read a book? Because study class में भी had to read इसलिए. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Did Or you yourself said I won't have fruits. Did you eat junk? Mark yourself. Did you carry a positive attitude throughout the week? Okay. Did you brush your teeth twice every day? So we can mark ourselves accordingly, and we know that what is the state of our bank balance. Millionaires, multi-millionaires, bankrupt.
You have to mark this for each question is for 7 days. See, they have written the 7 being the highest mark for every question. So if you exercised every day, then you give yourself 7. If you exercised 5 days, you will give only 5. Okay, so it goes for every question. Did you feel low about yourself? Suppose 2 days in a week, even for a few moments you felt low, then you give -2. Don't give +5 for the other days. The question is only about feeling low. When that +5 is coming down, carry positive attitude. Did you read a book? So if you read only 3 days, a book here means something regularly that you are reading. Swadhyay or any even interesting novel or whatever it is. These are hobbies basically. Did you get angry? So each of these fruits in the diet, if you have fruits only 2 days in a week, you had, then add only +2. So the whole score must be out of how much? 56. Out of 56, how much have we got? That should be our score. So when you go out to take, you have to keep this in mind. You know, so it is a withdrawal, no? Because anger is, we lose our control, so it is a withdrawal, so our health suffers. So it's -1. +1 is for whatever adds to your health. -1 is for whatever depletes our health. So what is the highest mark here? Between 56 and 50, how many have got? Please give them a big hand. 3 of them have got between 4. Between 40 and 50, 30 and 40, 20 and 30, 0 to 20. How come? So that means you have to increase the deposits. Okay.
So we went through our deposits and withdrawals. So accordingly, we have to focus on our deposits. Okay, let's move forward. How are we going to do this one? The way to positive health is no secret. It's simple and straightforward. We just need to understand how to be fit, F-I-T-T, and we'll see what F-I-T-T fit is. Steps to positive health. So we need to improve our fitness. We need to mind our intake, be tidy, do regular health tests. Okay, so we'll see the fitness part first. Okay, how can I improve my fitness? Point number 1, I need to know all that, you have certain cutoffs and we need to know that. Point number 1, we need to cut down on our waist size.
If required. Some people's waist is already small. Don't try to cut down further and make it 0 and all that.
Yes, we do not encourage size 0. Okay, we want to be healthy and we want to be fit in order to transform India. Okay, so waist size predicts your heart disease risk better than your BMI. BMI is the basal metabolic rate. Okay, so initially the BMI used to be taken into consideration to check how healthy we are. But with the recent studies coming in, we've come to know that the waist size, this waist circumference, determines how healthy we are. Okay? Now,
BMI in this context means body mass index, not body mind index.
Okay. So how can we calculate our BMI? It has been mentioned. Please write down the formula if required. Since if we go on for a talk, etc., it will be difficult to sit in everyone to measure their waist circumference. What you can do is, for the time being, you can ask them to calculate their BMI, which is weight in kgs upon height in meters square. Let's do this. Let's say if you're 5.4, it will be 5 into 12 plus 4. Yeah, height in meter square. Yes. That's what I'm saying. If you're 5.4, for example, 5 into 12 plus 4 into 2.54. You'll have something around 176 something. So for meter square, it will become 1.76 uska square.
So wait, at 5.4
5.4 height.
No, only height.
अरे
Only
सिंपल है
height.
वो सेंटीमीटर का डेसिमल डाल के उसको स्क्वायर कर दो, that's all. So if the height is 160 centimeter, then will be 1.6 square. That's all.
So 1.6 into 1.6, you'll have the answer, weight divided by that number. Can we have someone who solved it? Yes, Nitesh. Yes. What is your BMI? Sorry? 22.65 for Mitesh. Very good. Someone else from this side, Team Tejomaya, doing really well. 23.8. Yes. Please recalculate. Yes, someone from Team Chinmaya. You. Someone else? Calculate करो ना सर. कितना है? 31. 21.7. Tapan, okay. Okay. So you have these BMI cutoffs. 29.6. Okay. I'm going to tell you the cutoffs. 18 to 22. If the BMI is in the range of 18 to 22, then you are in the, any idea? Good range. Okay? 18 to 22, 22.9 in fact can be taken. 22.9 is the normal range. 23 to 25, overweight. BMI range from 23 to 25 is overweight. 25 and above is obese. Below 80, underweight. That also requires equal amount of attention. Okay? Are we clear with the cutoffs? What is the normal range of BMI cutoff?
18 to 22.
Can we hear it loud? 18 to 22.9 is the normal range. Okay, go ahead. So, if your waist size is equal to or more than 35 inches for women, equal to or more than 40 inches for men, then it increases your risk of cardiovascular diseases, diabetes, metabolic problem, high blood pressure and abnormal cholesterol. In short, if your waist circumference is higher than the normal, you can contract almost 80 different types of diseases. Some which might be known to you, some which will be unknown probably. So, why is it that waist circumference is taken into consideration? Why is it so important? Is because when the waist circumference is higher, means obviously I have more fat accumulation in that particular area. We see weight as only one figure. Weight is made up of two components. Muscle mass being the good weight and fat mass being the other one. So when I have a waist circumference which is higher than the normal, means I have fat accumulation more in my waist to hip region, and because all my important blood vessels flowing to the heart are passing this area, the more amount of fat I will have, the more constriction, okay, the more traffic jams, and that will be detrimental to my health. Move on. Very important, how to measure the waist circumference. Please, center of the navel will be where you will place your tape, measuring tape, not down. Center of the navel. Everyone will go home and check today. Okay? Next. How can I improve my fitness? We spoke about Suriya Namaskar, isn't it? How many, please give it out? No. Okay. So how many positions do we have in the Suriya Namaskar? Are you sure? Pakka? 13? 12 and 13? 12. Okay. So,
Suriya Namaskar. Suriya Namaskar, an age-old yogic practice. It is a comprehensive exercise which contributes to mental, emotional, physical and spiritual well-being. There are 12 basic steps of Suriya Namaskar. These steps vary with different types of Suriya Namaskars. The following steps, specific to type C, are performed at a slow pace. Step 1. Pranamasana. Stand in an erect position facing the sun with palms folded near the chest in Namaskar. Keep the feet together and breathe normally. Step 2. Hasta Uttanasana. Breathe in, raise the arms upward and bend backwards with the face pointing upwards and towards the sky. The back should be arched while bending backwards. Step 3. Padahastasana. Exhale and keeping knees straight, bend down till the head touches the knees. The hands should touch the floor on either side of the feet with the palms flush against the ground. Step 4. Ashwa Sanchalana Asana. Inhale and stretch the left leg backwards and balance the leg on the toes with the heel raised upwards. The right leg is bent at the knee and the head is lifted upwards to face the sky while the hands remain stretched, the palms flush against the floor. Step 5. Parvatasana. Exhale and keep the palms flush against the ground. The right leg is pushed back to stay parallel with the left leg. The hip is raised with the head bent downwards to face the navel. Step 6. Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale and lower the hips. The toes, the knees, chest and face touch the floor while hips are slightly raised. Step 7. Bhujangasana. Exhale and stretch arms. Lift the chest so the back arcs and the head is bent backwards to face the sky. Step 8. Parvatasana. Exhale and perform as in Step 5. Step 9. Ashwa Sanchalana Asana. Inhale and perform as in Step 4. Step 10. Padahastasana. Inhale and perform as in Step 3. Step 11. Hasta Uttanasana. Inhale and perform as in Step 2. Step 12. Pranamasana. Bring back the hands in a folded Namaskar to the chest and breathe normally as in Step 1. The steps are repeated once again using the opposite leg in steps 4 to 9. One round of Suriya Namaskar thus consists of 24 steps. The ideal regimen requires an individual to perform 12 rounds. It is recommended that Suriya Namaskar be done slowly with the complete awareness of breathing.
Okay, so yoga and fitness. Practicing yoga will help me to improve my fitness level. How? Yoga basically means a union in Sanskrit. It is the practice that aims to bring harmony between the mind, body and spirit. Okay, it specifically takes into consideration the way you breathe as well, and the way you breathe affects your fat accumulation also. The rate of your breathing, the rate of beating the heart is directly correlated to how much amount of fat I'm going to store in my body, to the rate of my metabolism as well. Now, when I practice Suriya Namaskar or any form of yoga, it takes into consideration not just my stretches or the muscle part of it, but also energizes my blood vessels, okay, improves my blood circulation, improves my heart rate and my breathing as well. Okay, so benefits of yoga: asanas improve the flexibility, breathing techniques bring balance between the body, it calms down the mind as well. Calm mind will store less amount of calories as compared to a stressed, agitated and a restless mind. So very important for the metabolic rate to improve. The way in which our mind functions, the state of our mind will determine our metabolism. Okay, so yoga improves strength and stamina. It improves our posture, improves mood, because what will be given out? Serotonin, feel good molecules, exactly. Reduces the effect of heart diseases. Basically what happens is when I do the Surya Namaskar, okay, by doing the Surya Namaskar, I'm using 95% of the muscles present in my body. So, you know, it's one of the best physical activity that one can do. So, because of the surge of blood flow towards the skin when I do this particular activity, my body starts making more amount of blood capillaries, okay? So, the more amount of blood capillaries, the more amount of blood that flows through the skin, and because the blood capillaries has increased, the withdrawal of the fat from that particular area also improves, because initially, let's say there were just 4 capillaries, now you have 14, so more amount of fat will be utilized for your bodily purposes. Go ahead. Okay. Can we have a brain yoga video, please? Now this has gone really viral in the Western world as well. So they've repackaged and got it as brain yoga, and everyone is practicing it. So we'll have a video.
So how does exercise improve your brain's performance? Well, number one, John Rately wrote a book on exercise and performance of the mind. And one of the biggest things was any aerobic or any anaerobic exercise where you actually increase your heart rate actually sends more blood, more circulation, more oxygen to your brain. The vital essence of what the brain needs to function at optimal capacity. Today, I want to show you a FitLife.tv fitness hack. Anybody can do this, whether you're a newbie in the gym, you're somebody that doesn't really like to work out, doesn't have a lot of time to work out, you're a house mom, your kids are always around you, you don't have time to work out or put in a solid session. This is, you can do anywhere, anytime, any place, whether it's a parking lot, at home, wherever you are, you can do this. And it's actually called Yoga for Your Brain. What I want you to do is stand up out of your chair. You're not standing up. All right, stand up. Make sure you're getting up out of your chair. Real simple and easy. I want you to take your left hand, and I want you to put it on your right earlobe, and I want you to push. So you go like this, and you want to squeeze, right? Take our other right hand, and we're going to squeeze right here, and I'm going to get in a squat position. So my feet are parallel. See my feet? Just like this, straight forward. And then I'm going to breathe in all the way down. I'm going to do a squat, air squat. Keep that butt back, right? As my butt goes back, I'm breathing in all the way down. Once I hit that bottom baseline, I'm coming up, breathing out. Now you want to do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure you're breathing. If you feel lightheaded at all, it's probably normal in the beginning, but don't do it too much to where you're falling over or you're getting dizzy, right? Have a seat on the couch. Relax a little bit. But do this for about 2 or 3 minutes. You're gonna feel more energy, and over time, your brain's gonna start to feel like it's functioning more correctly. So I want you to start treating your brain like it's a muscle, because it is. And it's one of the most important muscles that you have, FitLife.
In fact, you might have seen a lot of us doing it in our temples as well.
So how does exercise improve your brain's performance?
Let's do it with him. Come on.
Hari Om, move your chairs back. You need space. Move your chair behind. You may have to go down on your knee. Yeah, so you will have to squat for that. Start.
Guys, improve your brain's performance. Well, number one, John Rayleigh wrote a book on exercise and performance of the mind. And one of the biggest things was any aerobic or any anaerobic exercise where you actually increase your heart rate, actually send more blood, more circulation, more oxygen to your brain. The vital essence of what the brain needs to function at optimal capacity. Today, I want to show you a FitLife.tv fitness hack. Anybody can do this, whether you're a newbie in the gym, you're somebody that doesn't really like to work out, doesn't have a lot of time to work out, you're a house mom, your kids are always around you, you don't have time to work out or put in a solid session. This is, you can do anywhere, anytime, any place, whether it's a parking lot, at home, wherever you are, you can do this. And it's actually called yoga for your brain. What I want you to do is stand up out of your chair. You're not standing up. All right, stand up. Make sure you're getting up out of your chair. Real simple and easy. I want you to take your left hand, and I want you to put it on your right earlobe, and I want you to push. So you go like this, and you want to squeeze, right? Take our other right hand, and we're going to squeeze right here, and I'm going to get in a squat position. So my feet are parallel. See my feet? Just like this, straight forward. And then I'm going to breathe in all the way down. I'm going to do a squat, air squat. Keep that butt back, right? As my butt goes back, I'm breathing in. All the way down. Once I hit that bottom baseline, I'm coming up. Breathing out. Now you want to do this for about 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure you're breathing. If you feel lightheaded at all, it's probably normal in the beginning, but don't do it too much to where you're falling over or you're getting dizzy, right? Have a seat on the couch. Relax a little bit. But do this for about 2 or 3 minutes. You're going to feel more energy, and over time, your brain's going to start to feel like it's functioning more quickly. So I want you to start treating your brain like it's a muscle, because it is. And it's one of the most important muscles that you have, FitLife for.
Okay, can we do it?
Punishment. This is a punishment. In school we did it as a punishment, but this is actually brain yoga according to these people. 5 counts. 1. Okay, 1 minute, sorry. This is also punishment for not doing yoga and knowing the Indian way of doing yoga. Because what they have shown in the video is exactly opposite of what we learn in yoga. When you go down, you should never breathe in. Going closer to the earth, you breathe out. So now, when you stand, breathe out, go down. When you come up, breathe in. 1. Come up. 2. 3. 4. 5. Right. The longer you stay down, the better.
Okay.
Second is, why they call it as brain yoga? Because if you pull the left ear lobe, right brain gets activated. You pull the right ear lobe, left brain gets activated. If you pull both get activated. That's why it is super brain yoga. Thank you very much. Please sit down.
Okay. So, when there's stress in life, we need to practice yoga. Super brain yoga. When the world drives us crazy, let's fall back on yoga. Let's go ahead. So, encouraging kids to go out and play is really important, especially for the various factors like vitamin D, their health in future, etc. So, we should encourage that they go out and play. Okay. Do you know Indians are 4 times more susceptible to heart attacks than Europeans, Americans, Japanese and Chinese? It puts Indians under 40 at a tenfold higher risk than others. Indian women are as vulnerable to this disease as men. WHO predicts that by 2015, India will have 60% of the world's heart patients. And we say by 2015, we are going to have the largest youth population in the world. And here we say 60% of the heart patients will be in India. So we really need to work hard. Okay? We have the resources, just that we need to channelize it in the right way. If we are going to have the maximum youth population in the world, but if out of them 60% are going to be heart patients, that's not going to serve our purpose. India, to be the best, has to be efficient, each and every individual, and especially the youth. So why, you saw these studies and Indians are at a higher risk everywhere. Why so? One is because of the starvation gene theory. Now the starvation gene theory is not just for the Indians but worldwide. Basically, during the Paleolithic age, Neolithic age, Stone Age basically, because that, an individual had to live upon the hunt that he catches, okay, the prey that he gets, that would determine the food for the next few weeks. Let's say if he couldn't find a hunt for himself, starve. Because of this repetitive, phases of starvation, the body genetically modified itself for survival, and you have something called as the thrifty gene or the starvation gene that was introduced by the body naturally. Now, what this thrifty gene syndrome or starvation gene theory is, that basically the body, whenever we eat, will conserve a large amount as fat, as a reserve, as a store, because the body knows that possibly today it has got the fuel for itself, maybe in the next few coming weeks it may or may not get that. So to adapt itself for survival, this particular thing naturally occurred in the body. Now, how do we relate it to today's time is that this is even present now. A few traces of these genes are still present in us. Long, meal gaps, large meal gaps. People who eat early in the morning, then somewhere at 4 o'clock they'll have lunch, and then directly dinner. So the body knows, abhi khaya hai, God knows when it's going to get its next fuel. So what it does is, whatever, even if it's eating, a good breakfast as such, it will convert half of it into fat and store. Simple. Just like when we know we are not going to get salary for this month, what do? Save, spend less. Similarly, the body has its mechanism. So even in today's time, it's relevant. That's why we say having meals every 2 hours. Basically 6 meals a day. Every 2 hours, when you have small meals amidst your bigger meals, the body loses out this particular thing of the starvation gene. The starvation gene functionality becomes a little less. So what happens is the metabolism rate rises. The body knows that every 2 hours it's going to get something. So do not store this particular thing as fat. Utilize it and consume this calorie that this person has taken during the breakfast, let's say. Okay. Now, what are fats? Fats basically get stored in the body when you have fear, anxiety, tension and stress. FATs, fats. And exactly in these situations, in these circumstances, the body converts the macronutrients that we have taken. Macronutrients, 3 macronutrients. What are the 3 macronutrients? Carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Perfect. So even if it's taken carbohydrates, under these particular conditions, it converts in the body into fats. When you are in tension, agitated mind, restless, okay? What happens? The body is in the flight mode or fight mode. When you know you have to go for a war, what do? Security, you take all the arms and ammunition, take enough of food for yourself, store it in a good place and ready for the fight. Similarly, the body knows, flight mode mein hai, store as fats. Maybe food will come, food will not come. Okay? Similarly, during tension and stress, the metabolic rate drops down. Okay? Go ahead. So, anyways, I'm genetically interested. क्या करने का? Genetics में ही है, क्या हो सकता है? He says free to be me. Okay. We can't change our genes, but we definitely can change our lifestyles because genetics loads the gun, lifestyle pulls the trigger. The trigger is in our hand. Just like I said, to treat your vehicle as a Rolls Royce or as a dilapidated Maruti 800 is in our hand. How we treat it is our choice. Okay? And that's how we bring about the transformation. I from within have to feel that, okay, I have to contribute towards my nation. For that I have to be fit. Only when I'm fit can I deliver my best. Okay? So it's not a change, it's a transformation. It's not temporary, it's permanent. It's not from outside, it's from within. I take the decision to transform myself and others. Similarly, I take the decision of how I treat my body. Okay. So, let us stop being smart and consider seriously about our health. Let's have a small activity. Okay? We just spoke about macronutrients, right? Yes or no? Yes. Okay. So, we'll divide ourselves into the same group, Chinmaya and Tejomaya.
Two groups in Chinmaya and 2 groups in Tejomaya. Quickly. You have to divide yourself into just 2
So let's
groups.
say the first row can come here. From the second row on the chair can be Chinmaya group 2. So this is Chinmaya group 1, Chinmaya group 2.
Sitting down one group and
You will have to form 2 circles. Each group has to form one circle, please.
so those sitting one group and those sitting on chairs one group and those sitting on the ground one group. Make a circle. New
Each group has got the disc? Yes? Yes. Okay. Please do not start until and unless we tell you all. अनघा को दे दो.
Okay, further divide your group into 2, where you are one half and other half. So there are 2 activities.
auntie in the black is in one team and we are in another.
So one half of the circle do one activity, which is using the pie chart. Other half of the circle do the jigsaw activity. There's a jigsaw puzzle. Give it now quickly. Yeah, give now 4. Let's give 4. Don't do anything right now. Just decide which group is doing which one. One half will do jigsaw, one half will do the pie chart activity.
The jigsaw is in the paper envelope which is coming to each of the groups. The pie chart and the transparent envelope is together. They do not stop.
Everyone has got the materials? All the groups? Okay. So the jigsaw team has to put the jigsaw together, and the pie chart activity, there are chits which are given with a food item. You have to place it in the appropriate place on the pie chart, whether it's a carbohydrate or a protein, fat, sugar, fruit, vegetable. Your time starts now. You have exactly 1 minute.
Okay, so we'll check what this team has done. Stomach full हो गया? Super. Okay. Can we have this particular? Okay. So now each one of us can shout from the place. We have broccoli. What is it? Rice. Kiwi. Sprouts. Are you sure? Yes. How sure are you? Yes. Okay, gulab jamun. Okay, jawar. Protein. Protein. Carbs. What? Fruit? No. Protein. Confusion? Carbohydrate. Tofu. Protein. Protein.
Soya paneer.
क्या बात है? Perfect. It's a protein. Are we here? Yes. Okay. Flaxseed.
Oil.
Flaxseed. Good fat. Are you sure? Yes. No pulse? No protein? Are you sure? Okay, it's a fat. Come on. Perfect. Paneer. Protein or fat? Both. Protein. Skim milk. अरे इधर अक्षरा skim milk पनीर ने लिखा है, तो सभी दो फैट में हो गया ये. Paneer is a milk source, okay, milk product high in protein. Dominant protein. Sorry, fat will be, let's say if you take 30 grams, protein will be 15 grams, fat will be 2 grams. So what is it? Fat or protein? Protein. अच्छा ही देखो यार, protein है. Okay. बाजरा प्रोटीन है या कार्ब है? सच्ची बोलो, थोड़ा सा डाउट है। क्या है, प्रोटीन है कार्ब है? कार्ब्स है, परफेक्ट। ओके, बटर मिल्क बटर मिल्क है, लस्सी नहीं बोला। छाछ with masala, without masala, with salt. What is it? Buttermilk. Perfect. Good. Hydrogenated oils. Super. Dalda. Sure. Some confusion there? No. Perfect. Okay. Poha. शुगर, पोहा है शुगर। सुबह सुबह कल ब्रेकफास्ट में पोहा मत खिलाना, शुगर है उसमें, मेरा वेट बढ़ेगा। कार्ब्स, are you sure? पोहा without the peanuts are not mentioned here. Okay, it's carbohydrates. Simple. Okay. Jam. You sure? Perfect. Chana. Sure? Yes, protein. Okay, it is protein. Whipped cream. किसने बोला है? इतना खराब नहीं होता। Whipped cream is fat. Okay. Jelly. Fat है, sugar है? Fat है या sugar है? There is nothing called as fatty sugar. Okay, it is sugar. Okay. Butter. Fat. Sure? Okay. Kellogg's Chocos. Protein. Add
sugar. Yes, carb, sugar.
Let's say Kellogg's cornflakes, then? Kellogg's Chocos? It is carbs. Carb base basically. Okay? High amount of carbohydrate, refined carbohydrates used for it, no doubt, but yes, carbs. Diet Coke. अरे वो डाइट है यार, डाइट कोक बॉटल में आ जाएगा ना ये फिर? नहीं, शुगर, शुगर, यस। स्पिनच, प्रोटीन, स्पिनच प्रोटीन में पोपाई खाना तो प्रोटीन ही होगा। वेजिटेबल, यस, वेजिटेबल, very good and high source of iron. Okay, more than your beetroots. Okay, oranges, sugar नहीं, मीठा तो होता है। क्या है? Confusion. विटामिन सी कहाँ लिखा है उसमें? लेकिन विटामिन सी है, it is a fruit. Very good. राजमा, protein. Confusion. Okay, it is protein there. Perfect. Soya. अरे बट सोया की तो सब्जी बनती है, वेजिटेबल हो? प्रोटीन, यस, प्रोटीन। वेरी वेल डन। टीम चिन्मय देखो यार, सुपर। हाउ फार हैव वी गॉन विद द जिक्सॉ पजल? थोड़ा आगे अभी सॉल्व किया ना इसके लिए। डन, वेरी गुड। गिव योरसेल्फ अ राउंड ऑफ अप्लॉज। सुपर। Okay, what is the learning from the jigsaw? Can someone come up and tell us, fatafat? Teamwork. According to physical transformation. Tell us.
There are a lot of things that we like.
You should know what you're eating. Perfect. Okay. It says vegan. It says veganism. It's not vegetarianism, please. Veganism. Ones who do not have any kind of animal products or meat. So basically, just fruits and vegetables. No animal products. That's like no milk and milk products, etc. Okay. So what does this teach us?
Balanced diet.
Okay, balanced diet, lifestyle modification, personal hygiene, do's and don'ts for having a healthy life.
Aerated drinks don't open happiness for us. They have bottled misery.
Okay, superb. Can we come back to our place?
Yes.
Good job. Very well done. Yes, emphasis on daily Surya Namaskar.
Please return the puzzles.
Please put back into the same packets as it was given and return it to our UAVs Anugha and Ankita. So we have to mind our intake. It's really important to know what we eat. Okay, not just because it's served in the plate and it's tasty and we just have it, but we should know what exactly they are. Okay? So, we need to plan our intake according to our activity. A lot of times, excessive weight gain, obesity, illness comes because of this reason that we do not plan our intake according to our activity. The days that we are working, the weekdays, we just don't have time, so we don't really take care of our food, whatever we are eating. What we do Sunday, resting at home, lazing around, आज अच्छा खाना बनाओ. हाँ, पुलाव हो जाए, बिरयानी हो जाए, okay, all the sweet comes around Sunday, whereas activity level is very low. So, according to the activity level of the day, we need to plan our diet. Let's say I know I have to do physical activity today, a lot running around, so accordingly I need to have enough amount of food. Okay, let's say a good amount of carbohydrates to give me that much energy to, stay longer and to endure that physical activity. Let's say I don't have much of work today, it's just like a desk job or something for a few hours that I need to do, not tiresome, then obviously I will have lesser amount of fats, moderate amount of carbohydrates and more amount of protein. So that way I don't fall asleep when I'm working. Okay, so when you have your lunch today, be cautious. You have a session after lunch. Take your food accordingly. Carbohydrates, moderate, more of proteins to stay awake. Otherwise it will be difficult. Okay? Okay. Overeating leads to obesity, which in turn leads to various diseases. Gurudev says that food is a universal medicine. If it's had in the right amount, then it nourishes. If you overeat, it kills. So, we are what we eat, and it's very important to calculate and to see what we are eating. Okay? Just like we calculate how much to spend and save, similarly, it's important to calculate the physical activity and accordingly how much we should eat, what we should eat, okay? In what proportions, important. Eat according to our BMR. BMR is our basal metabolic rate. Now, just like we calculated the BMI, it's a very long formula that you can, probably Google it up, but it differs. The units differs according to the nations and the geographical areas as well to calculate a person's BMR. That is the basal metabolic rate. What we can do is, a lot of these doctors and gyms, etc., they have a BCA machine, which is the body composition analysis machine. You can go and get the test done and it states your BMR as well. Very simple. If you ask me as a dietitian, what are the calories, how much calories should I consume in a day? Go and check out your BMR, and just according to your BMR, if you have the the same amount of calories in the day, will be fit. If you are looking out for weight loss, etc., then yes, probably, there's a difference then. So, if you want to be fit, if you want to be healthy, it's really important that we plan our day according to our physical activity. Even if we don't know our BMR, then we can still sustain and be healthy. Okay? General rule, have a heavy breakfast, moderate lunch and very light dinner. What do we do usually? Breakfast, no time, I have to catch my bus. Okay? Lunch, busy in the office, meeting के time पे lunch हो रहा है. Finally we are at home, we want अब करेंगे dinner properly. This is exactly the opposite. They say, have your breakfast like a king and dinner like a pauper. Yes, very light. Okay? So worst habit is skipping breakfast, snack throughout the day and have a heavy dinner and then you go to bed. So large meal gaps is one of the practice which really leads to obesity. So So see to it that we are having something every 2 hours. It need not be like a breakfast and then a breakfast again after 2 hours. Small, something tidbits here and there, healthy ones we can have. Go ahead. Now, we just saw that pie chart. Did you notice something? How many of us have had the Indian thali? I'm sure all of us. Indian thali. Any similarity? Some similarity? है ना? Okay. Now basically what we solved in that pie diagram is nothing but the food pyramid. Okay, that is designed for a healthy living, for a healthy intake. Now this, if you see, is similar to our Indian thali. That's the reason why they say Indian thali is the best food. It is the healthy diet. Okay, Indian thali, healthy thali. Now, as you see here, it emphasizes 12 to 15 glasses of water every day. That's 2.5 to 3 liters of water every day. Specifications only if you are a renal patient. Then you have your carbohydrate content, which is the maximum. After that, you have your fruits and vegetables. If you see in that diagram as well, that pie chart, you have a large amount of carbohydrates. Then, you have vegetables and fruits. And then smaller to that, you have the protein, and subsequent you will have the fats. Similarly, here it's put up in a pyramid. Okay, so this has been put down by people right now, but we have been practicing it since ages. Okay, but what is different is the thali remained the same. The items in the thali remained the same, but our activity has changed a lot since then. Probably we were into farming or some rigorous activity like that, and now comfortably on a chair with AC in front of the PC. So big difference, right? Thali remained the same, activity changed. So what do? We can increase our physical activity and choose from the thali accordingly. Go ahead. Very important. Prayer before meals. I'm sure as kids our parents might have told us to, Aham Vaishwanaro, Brahmarpanam. Why do we do this? Why do we chant the 15th chapter before our meals in the ashram? It's not just because we are grateful to our food, but there is a scientific reasoning behind it. And that is, it helps us to focus on the food and it adds taste, thus reducing the meal proportions. If we notice ourselves and in some other people as well, when they see, let's say, gulab jamuns, okay, 1, 2, 3, just goes down like that. Probably the fourth one is the one they have slowly, and they actually taste it, how it is, okay. If the mind is calm, and if the first gulab jamun itself you have it slowly, recognizing each and every ingredient gone into it, okay, trust me, you will go down on your portion size. Instead of having 5, maybe you'll end up in 3. Try it today itself. It has a difference. So the prayer basically calms the mind down so that we focus on the food, we focus on the ingredients, on the taste, and we take it as a nourishment factor, and we will end up having lesser quantities for sure. Sorry? So, helps in secretion of digestive juices, helps to perceive the food as a source of nourishment to the body and not as a source of comfort. A lot of people in today's generation have this habit of whenever they feel depressed or restless, they go on to food as their comfort factor. Just like Gurudev said, it's a universal medicine. Overdose will kill. Okay, go ahead. So we have to re-evolve. Okay, time to transform. Okay, go for it. Now, first was FITT mein fitness, then mind your intake. And now we have be tidy. Just like we said, it's our vehicle, we have to keep it neat, clean and tidy, because when we are clean and tidy, we feel good. So feel good factors will be, given out, and we are motivated, energized to work throughout the day. Hand washing, a single act which has proven to decrease the spread of infection. India loses a large number of people to infections and bad sanitation. thousands of kids in India die just because of improper sanitation, and they do not even reach the age of 5 years. This is the condition of our nation today. So we know, cleanliness, being tidy, we all know it, we learned it since school. But it's important that we practice, and at the same time the society also practices. Okay? Only then can all of us transform. So wash your hands.
ஆளொரு மேனியும் பொழுதொரு வண்ணம் என் மகன் வளருகிறான் உள்ளங்களிலே இன்பம் பெருகிட மனதில் நிறைகின்றான் தாயும் தந்தையும் விரும்புவதெல்லாம் ஒன்னேதானுங்க ஐயா ஒன்னேதானுங்க கண்ணுக்கு கண்ணான தாழ்ந்த பிள்ளை துள்ளி விளையாடியே மனதை மகிழ செய்யணுங்க தெய்வம் தந்த செல்வமையா நான் பெற்ற செல்வமையா ஆரோக்கியமும் அறிவும் பெற்று வளர்ந்துட்டானையா மனம் மகிழ்ந்தோமையா நாமே மனம் மகிழ்ந்தோமையா இந்த மகிழ்ச்சியின் வேதனை எதுவும் மறைந்திடும் ஐயா ஐயா நாளொரு மேனியும் பொழுதொரு வண்ணம் என் மகன் வளருகிறான் உள்ளங்களிலே இன்பம் பெருகிட மனதில் நிறைகின்றான்
मेरा बच्चा 5 साल का हो गया।
इतना सब 5 साल में कौन सी बड़ी बात है?
बड़ी बात है मैडम, ये गुंडापा का पहला बच्चा है जो 5 साल की उम्र तक पहुंचा है।
क्या?
Future of India lies in our hands. So only when we transform is we can actually bring to reality what we dream. Okay, let's go forward. Okay, so we had first one, F was fitness, I intake, T tidy. Okay, and last T is for test. Now this is the body that we have since we were born. Okay, we need to take good care of it. Maximum times it's seen that people go in for biochemical tests, okay, blood tests, etc., but they don't even know to read the reports. Is it that difficult? Not at all. Do you need a degree to read the reports? Not at all. How we learned it? Someone taught a specifically different class? No, simple. You have the reports in front of you, you have the cutoffs. You just basically see if it's within the cutoff, fine. If it's over it, not fine. Okay, so anyone can read the reports, and we should be equipped enough, okay, that we know to read these biochemical reports. And what is most important is, since we are at the high risk of contracting cardiovascular disease in the world, we should know our cutoffs. Okay? So, blood pressure. Normal blood pressure? 120 by 80. Anything above 120 by 80? High blood pressure. Lower than that? High blood pressure, detrimental to health, and even low blood pressure. So, BP cutoff is 120 by 80. Can I have everyone to repeat this, please? Okay, we should know it. If we are at a risk that in 2015, they predict that we are going to become, we are going to have cardiovascular diseases highest in the world. Wait, we will see. Okay, so we need to know our cutoffs, and we need to gear ourselves up, do regular checks, etc., and see where we stand. Second, cholesterol. The bad cholesterol, if we see, total cholesterol cutoff is 200. Triglycerides cutoff is below 150. Okay, and then you have LDL below 100. So easy to remember. Cholesterol 200. Okay, below 200 is fine. Triglycerides below 150 is fine. LDL below 100 mg per dl is fine. Now, good cholesterol is your high density lipoproteins, HDL, above 50 is normal range. Fine? Simple to remember, 200, 150, 100 and then 50. Okay. Blood sugar. Fasting blood sugar below 100, normal. Postprandial or after 2 hours of having your meal, 140? Yes, 140. And you have something called as the glycosylated hemoglobin. Nowadays, more than anything else, the other sugar values, they check the glycosylated hemoglobin. Basically, it's a hemoglobin and it has a component called glycosylated hemoglobin. Why glycosylated hemoglobin is taken into consideration more is because probably for the 1 week prior to your test, you will maintain your diet really well. Blood sugars are all normal. See, I told you it's normal. Okay? But glycosylated hemoglobin is the value which tells you for the past 4 months. So, sari sachai bahar. Okay? So, we need to control our diet and we should know our cutoffs as well. Waist size, men below 40 inches. Men below? Men below 40 inches. Okay, and women below 35 inches. Okay, these are our cutoffs and we should know them well.
What is the lower limit?
Lower तो बहुत ही lower हो सकता है आज के ज़माने में with size 0 coming. Okay, but below these cutoffs we have to be so that we are in the healthy range. Okay, we are talking about being fit, not about being slim or size. Okay. What is your plan to stay fit in a nutshell? How can we summarize? Remember our bank balance. If you don't deposit positive health now, you are definitely bound to go bankrupt soon. So start adding to your health bank every day, whatever little may be. So we need to be fit, improve our fitness, mind our intake, be tidy and do regular tests and also know our cutoffs at the same time. So we need to repeat our pledge. Please rise.
All the 7 levels are based on one line of the pledge. So this is the line from Chinmaya Mission pledge. Let us repeat. Please place your hand on your heart. We serve as an army and discipline.
Okay. So my transformation.
Transformation.
My transformation.
Transformation.
My transformation.
Transformation.
I transform.
India transforms.
I transform.
India transforms.
I transform.
India transforms.
Thank you so much. Hari Om.
Hari Om, please sit. Did you find the presentation effective?
Yes.
So please give a big hand to Akshata. Each one of you can also come up like this and do the presentations. The reason why we are having different faculties who are doing it, is so that you also know that all of you also come up like this and do. This is her field of competency also. So in that way, if you have a specific field of competency and you excel in that, then you can do in that. You can also learn other levels and do that. So we will take a small break. We'll come back here by 11:45.